President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held several ministerial meetings to follow on the industrial, agricultural and the tourism projects. The President also directed the government to grant the industrial strategic projects a new package of incentives. The details.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held a meeting on Sunday with Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Trade and Industry Ahmed Samir. The meeting followed up on the national strategy for industry development and a future vision to increase growth rates of the industrial sector, raise its share in the gross domestic product, and to enhance the quality and quantity of the industrial exports. The meeting also reviewed updates on efforts to establish integrated industrial complexes and zones and to support manufacturing industries, especially in priority fields. President Sisi gave instructions for exerting the utmost effort to advance the Egyptian industry, describing it as the main driver for comprehensive economic progress and a leader of development across all sectors. During the meeting, the President directed the government to grant the targeted industrial projects the following incentive package in accordance with the controls approved by the Cabinet. First, full exemption from all types of taxes except for the value-added tax for up to 5 years for targeted strategic industries with the aim of localizing the national industry according to the Cabinet detailed decisions to be issued in accordance to their size and within a time frame of 3 years maximum. Second, the possibility of extending the exemption for an additional 5 years for the specific targeted industries provided they achieve their goals in accordance to controls set by the Cabinet and the volume of foreign investment. Third, the possibility of recovering 50% of the land value for projects implemented within half of the specified period. Fourth, expanded the granting of the golden licenses to all projects boosting local industries. Separately, in a meeting with Prime Minister Dr. Madbouli and Minister of Tourism and Antiquities Ahmed Isa, the President directed intensifying efforts to encourage the tourism sector in order to invest in Egypt's unique tourism potentials, on top of which its ancient assets. The President urged accelerated work to finalize touristic projects, draw in more local and foreign private investments in tourism, and to integrate the tourism sector in the comprehensive developmental process. Earlier in the day, President Sisi said that the Toshka area is witnessing large agricultural achievement that were possible with the effort of Egyptian workers in the mega national projects. The statements were made in a phone conversation with a delegation of media men during the visit to the southern area that was organized by the Armed Forces Moral Affairs Department. The President said that cultivated lands will be extended to 4 million fidans in no more than 1 year. He described the tour as a day in the love of Egypt and called for similar tours in other projects across the country.
Two more parties announced support for the nomination of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi for a first term in the upcoming presidential election. Both the Masr October Party and the Egyptian National Movement Party issued statements expressing support for President al-Sisi, following similar announcements from the two other parties. In a statement, the Masr October Party, headed by Dr. Jihan Madih, said that it supports President al-Sisi to continue with the path that he started 10 years ago. On Saturday, both the Congress Party and the Free Egyptians Party announced that President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi as their candidate. Head of the Free Egyptians Party, Dr. Assam Khalil, directed to give priority of intensifying courses for preparing and equipping the youth, who launched the electoral campaign to establish a central operations room. A new round of negotiations over the Ethiopian Renaissance Dam was launched in Cairo with the participation of the delegations from Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia. The negotiations are held in line with the statement issued following a meeting between the Egyptian and the Ethiopian leaders in Cairo on the sidelines of the Sudanese Neighborhood Summit last July. Minister of Irrigation Hani Suwailim asserted the necessity of reaching a legal agreement on filling and operating the Renaissance Dam in consideration of the interests of the three countries. He added that the resumption of filling and operating the dam without an agreement is a violation to the declaration of the principal agreement that was signed in 2015. He assured that Egypt is exerting the utmost efforts for the negotiation process to succeed, confirming Cairo's belief in the existence of legal and technical solutions to preserve the interests of the three countries and reach the desired agreement. Foreign Minister Samouh Shukri received a phone call from the Italian Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani. The call highlighted the means of boosting bilateral ties in economic and the investment spheres, as well as the common challenges in the Mediterranean. Illegal immigration also topped the agenda of the talks. Both sides discussed the latest developments in Niger and means of reaching a settlement through the diplomatic means. The security and the political situations in Libya were also discussed, and means of banking paths that led to holding parliamentary and presidential elections as soon as possible. 5 Palestinians were injured on Sunday during an Israeli occupation forces incursion into the Tul Karm camp